I said a wave crest is the top of a wave, and a wave trough is the bottom of a wave.
Good. All right. And one more, Sydney. What did you get?
The crest is when it's high and the trough is low.
The crest is the amplitude. Yep. Or the crest is the top of the wave, and the trough is bottom. Good question. Do you want to read us what you have?
So the wave crest is the highest point on the wave, and the wave trough is the lowest point on the wave.
Good. And what type of waves are we talking about when we talk about the crest and trough? What type of wave is that?
Transverse.
A transverse wave. Good. So last week we spent all week doing human models on transverse and compressional waves. So we, modeled amplitude, frequency, all of that for transverse and compressional waves with human models. And so today, if you all saw up here, we're going to do modeling with slinky waves. Okay, so we're still modeling the same wave. We're going to do transverse wave. Today, we probably won't get to compression waves yet, but we are going to model transverse and compression waves with a different medium with our slinkies. Okay? So, right now I need you all to put your bell ringers in your journals, and I need you to stack your journals in the middle of your table so that we can come around and collect them because we're not going to use them the rest of the day. And next I need you all to put everything underneath your table. Okay, everything on the floor. We have these nice brass slinkies, big long ones. We have these metal ones, and we also have the plastic ones that you all used last week or 2 weeks ago for your mystery bags. So we have 3 different types of slinkies in here. And we went over a little bit. Well, we went over slinky expectation 2 weeks ago when we did it with our models for the mystery bag. But let's go back over slinky expectation because this slinky right here. And there's only 4 of this slinky. Yes, question? What? Oh, you want to say an expectation? Okay, go ahead.
If it's somehow tangled up,
Good. So if it gets tangled up, to not try to fix it yourself, to tell a teacher, but I know that you all aren't going to tangle up the slinkies. When we're doing these models, because we're doing it a little different, we're not, it's kind of more structured this time. When we're doing these models, you all want to keep these slinkies either on the table or on the floor. Okay, so when you're doing it, don't have them up off the floor or off the table. All right, like Emily said, if you do get a kink in it, make sure you tell either me or Michelle, because when you all try to get the kinks out, it might mess up the slinky. So Michelle actually knows really good ways to get kinks out of slinkies because she's been doing it a while. Let's see, what else? When you're modeling with the slinkies, what are our slinkies? Our slinkies are tools, right? What are they not? Not toys, okay? So we're not playing around with them. I understand it's really tempting to want to sit up here and play with the slinkies. I have a hard time, not playing with the slinky as well. But resist playing with the slinky, okay? Use them just as the models. And I think that's it. So the main thing, don't play with slinkies. Keep them on the tables when you're doing these models. All right. So we are going to pass out a piece of chart paper for you all. Each table is going to get a piece of chart paper. And we're eventually going to make it look like that one up there on the board. Alright, and when you all get your chart paper, go ahead and put your name on the back and then flip it over so that the side that does not have your names is up. And don't write in marker, okay? If you started it with the highlighter, just go ahead and change it to pencil. Because you don't want it to bleed through on the other side. And flip that over. Yeah, it's gonna be Alright guys, I really appreciate how you all are staying silent. Thank you. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do with our chart paper is you all are going to take it and you're going to have the shorter side facing up and you're going to fold it hot dog style, I think that's what you all call it. So the shorter side is up and the longer side is going down the side. And you're going to fold it in half. That way. Alright? Either way. And crease it. And then once you have it folded, open it back up to the side that does not have your names. Okay? The blank side up. Is you're going to take one of your color markers, okay, so we're going to be doing 3 different markings and you're going to use a different color for each one. So with one color, in that crease you just made, you're going to make a dotted line, okay, a dashed line. Make sure it's not a full line, you don't want to color it all in, you want to make sure that there's dashes in it, okay? And you don't need a ruler for this part, that's why we made that's why we folded it in half. Because some of you all don't have pink. Just pick one color. Alright. And most of you all are finished. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your ruler. Every table should have gotten a ruler. And you're going to look at the side that says inches. Okay, this side it's bigger spaces in between. Okay, and be careful. This is a lot of classes. I think they try to use centimeters. Make sure you're using inches. So you're going to take your ruler and you're going to put the 0 on this line that you just made. All right, like this. And then you're going to go over 5 inches and make a mark. And then you're going to go over 10 inches and make a mark. And you're going to label them 5 and 10. Same thing for the other side, so you're going to either flip the ruler or you can start at 5 inches, or actually just flip the ruler, keep it right here, and go over 5 inches and 10 inches on the other side as well. And make sure you're still paying attention to the inch side. Make sure you're using the inches side, not centimeters. different colored marker. And we're going to make the last mark on our, so this one, these 5 and 10 inch marks, we're going to use this to model the transverse waves. So these, the 6 and 12 inch, you're going to use it to model the compression waves. So you're going to take your ruler straight up and down, and you're going to put the 0 at the top of the paper. Alright, and you're going to measure down 6 inches and make a mark, and 12 inches. Alright, so 6 and 12 this time. With a different color mark. Not the same color that you just used. Yeah. Alright, so now that you all have finished that, everyone was given this piece of paper. Make sure you all go ahead and put your names on it. So right now I want everyone to put their name on this piece of paper that they were just given. Alright? And we're going to go over a couple of steps so that you all can see how you're supposed to do it. So the task is, your task is to recreate the transverse wave you generated as a human wave, but by using a slinky to reproduce the transverse wave motion. So like I said at the beginning, we're going to be using slinkies to model the transverse wave and compression waves, which is on the back. Alright, so number 1, position the metal slinky along the center dashed line of your diagram. So when you are modeling your transverse waves, you're going to place the slinky on that center line that we drew, okay? And I'm going to kind of model it with this table right here. So, alright. So, this person up here, we have the 5-inch marks and the 10-inch marks. Oh. This person is going to be the person that's moving, all right? And then the person on the other end is just going to hold it stationary. And so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to move it to the 5 inches, so all the way to the 5. Back and forth. Then you're keeping it on the table to the 5 inches. And you can go faster, and you can go slow, and you can play around with the frequency of the wave. But the amplitude, you're going to do 5 inches. And then you're going to do the 10-inch wave. The 10-inch amplitude. So go all the way up to the 10 inches. So, yep. And down 10. Yep. Good. And then you can make it faster. And you can do it slower. Good. Alright, so that's what you're doing with that one. And when you're, thank you. When you're doing this, if you all want to, and that's why we have the BYOD up, you all can record your wave. If you have a smartphone, if you have an iPhone, it's already on there. You just go to the pictures and then you go over to slow motion and you can record your wave. But if you don't have that, there's an app called SlowPro, and it's a slow motion camera app, and you can record off that. It is it's kind of like a black box with a red circle in it. It is free. You don't have to pay for it. So don't buy one. Go to the SlowPro. That one is 100% free. All right, and let's see. Your all's goal, and actually go ahead and circle it. We want you to get done with C today. Okay. If you go further, that is fine. But we want you all to try to get finished with C. So you want to try to do A, B, and C today. That is your goal. On the back, we do have compression waves, and we're spending 3 days on this, okay? So don't feel like you have to rush through it. We don't want you to rush through it. That's why we're spending 3 days on it. The compression waves, you're going to be doing those later. If you get to the compression waves, that's fine. But if you don't, you just want to make sure you get done with C. Oh, and the last thing. We are going, if you have this one today, because there's only 4 of these, 4 of the big brass ones. All right. Everyone's going to get a metal slinky and a plastic slinky. So the people that get these big brass slinkies today will not have them tomorrow. So actually our odd 1, 3, 5, and 7 are going to get the brass ones today. And our even tables, 2, 4, 6, and 8 are going to get these metal ones today. So tomorrow the evens will get the brass ones and the odds will get these ones. Okay? So now I need one person, one person at each table. And we don't have any with 2, do we? One person at each table to put your markers up and then come up here and get your Oh, and put the rulers up as well. Sorry, thank you. Take it.
Okay, ready guys, here. Do you want to try it with this one? Okay. This is the finish. I'm recording right now. Alright, come on. Alright. Yeah, here's you guys are. I want to move this not setting off. I want to move it. Alright, I'm going to record this.
Alright, Brady, we're gonna walk. Here we go. Wait, we still have September to last.
The end of mine was moving. It wasn't moving, it was. It was, but when you would take it, it was this and then I knew that. Ready? Go to where you started doing it. Go.
Ready? Now see the difference between
That's for you. Okay, ready? Keep going. You know, life right here. It's cool with this one. Yeah, it's more faster. I like it. And you can access it like the paper and stuff.
Like you can put it on and like you can make a wave with hyper. There. Start the wave and close together. Yes. Okay. So what about a wave with so when your frequency increases, so high frequency, what happens to it?
Oh, wait, there's no. Okay, so for how wavelength relates to the frequency, there's the rubber. What is it?
Oh, you did that. And if you think about it with the slinky, it's like
It's Okay, so the table. First, we got to find the table. Okay, Brady. Here. There's the table. That feels so much like tension. I'm going to take that in.
So frequency increases, so the faster the wavelength.
I'm laying out barbed wire.
And then when you decrease the low frequency wave, because you're not sending
Letting go of this like me. Like, well, it looks like she's letting go of it. Let's do it with this one to actually see where it's at.
Wait till the second one's deep. So what do we need?
You did it?
Why?
I could have taken it over and have the hobble.
Take your guys to stand. No, I can't see it. Basically moving. I can see it. See, it's going like this. Wait, hold up. Stop.
Okay, now go. There we go. Keep going more out here.
See, it's right there. Yeah, so.
Almost got it.
See, it's right there. See, it's like this. So the tape moves along. So we can write this.
Plastic one for now until I get this fixed, okay?
Identify the way he What does the
Michelle, why does this one only have one crack and one crawl?
Why? What's different about that one?
The other one's bigger and more heavy. Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, I can do that well.
When you have to do a height, Alright guys, let's go ahead and go back to our seats. Go ahead and go back to your seats so we can clean up. Alright. When you all are back at your seats, I need two people to do two different things for me. So I need one person at each table to bring me up the slinkies. Hold on. And I need the other person to fold your papers, your big sheets of paper, and put it back there at the 5th period projects. Alright, and that same person is going to take your papers, your all worksheets that you did, and you're going to put them in the 5th period drawer. Alright?
So who wants to do the